Hi everyone, welcome back to Miss Ramoser's temporary classroom away from Viewlands Elementary. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I wanted to take a moment before we started reading our story to discuss some strategies that we can use if we are having some really big feelings. So the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because today I'm having some really big feelings. I know that most days I find myself in the yellow zone or the green zone, but today I have found myself to be in the blue zone and the red zone. And sometimes when we feel really big feelings like this, we know why we're upset. Maybe something unexpected happened, maybe there was a change in routine or plan, but sometimes we're not totally able to really know or understand what is making us have these big feelings. Today, everything seems to be going normal, yet I still find myself in the blue zone, and that happens sometimes. Does that ever happen to you? If it does, that's okay. Remember that although we usually feel better when we're in the yellow or green zone, everyone feels all of these different emotions, and even if you find yourself in the blue zone or the red zone for a while, that's okay. Now, what we want to think about is if we are in the blue zone or the red zone, that's not really always a fun place to be. It makes us have some big feelings and maybe feel nervous or maybe even more frustrated. And it also gives other people around us some feelings like, oh man, my friend is showing some unexpected behaviors today. So let's take a moment to think about what we can do for ourselves if we find ourselves in the blue zone or the red zone. Now, today, since I've noticed that I've been feeling kind of low energy, I've been a little bit tired, that tells me I'm in the blue zone. I also know I'm in the blue zone because I feel kind of sad. I find myself missing my friends. I miss my awesome students and seeing their faces every day. And I want to think of a strategy that I can use to maybe just kind of move myself a little bit out of this zone. Even if I still am in the blue zone for a while, that's okay. I just want to think, how can I make myself feel just a little bit better? So a few strategies that I love to use if I'm feeling upset or some other really big feelings. One, I like to draw a picture. So I'm going to show you a strategy I use when I'm drawing pictures, when I'm in maybe one of those zones, like the blue zone or the red zone. And what I like to do is I like to take any type of maybe pen, pencil, watercolor, and I like to just color the page until it's all the way full. As I'm coloring, I might practice taking some deep breaths, or just focus on all of the beautiful colors I'm seeing on my page. Sometimes I choose to use colors like pink and blue that make me happy, but it's also okay if I choose to use colors that represent how I feel. Sometimes I might want to just draw a whole blue page or a red page, and that's okay too. So if you're feeling upset, a strategy that you can try is coloring a page all the way full. This will help us regulate our emotions because when we try to think about one thing at a time, like coloring a page and taking deep breaths, that helps us to be able to kind of move away from some of those other feelings that had us stuck. Now, sometimes I don't have my colored pencils or my paper with me, so I have to think of another strategy. If I've already practiced taking some deep breaths and I find that I still feel nervous or mad or upset, another strategy that I use is I talk to a friend. Now, sometimes we can talk to our friends in person, but during this time right now, we know that we can't do that. So I might call a friend on FaceTime or on the phone. I might shoot a text to one of my friends, or I might even go talk to one of my family members that I live with. Sometimes just to explain, I feel sad to someone that you love helps you feel better. If you are hearing someone else talk about their feelings and you notice that they're not feeling very happy, you can help them feel better by just listening to what they have to say.